All right, this is One Last Midnight. Welcome back to another episode of Farthest Frontier. We're still playing the Mockington series, and look, we got to tier 2 last time. So we did all the tier 2, all the stuff to get to tier 2. Everybody seems to have what they need, and our people are relatively happy overall, and we've got plenty of food, and I think we're getting close to our max number of people. We don't have anybody that's injured yet. But we've got the whole tier 2 thing to do, right? This has all been unlocked. We have the healer's house, the trading post, the school, the rat catcher, and everything else that has been unlocked that we need to start putting down, right? So, we're not making a huge amount of money on our, selling stuff at on the market. So we're looking like we're got a negative when we're going to pay the taxes and stuff. We got some soldier training because we did put in a bunch of defenses which are costing us on a monthly basis. But that's necessary because we're going to start seeing raids since we got to tier 2. So I think what I want to do is I want to expand out my town. Now, unfortunately, I have a sand pit here that has got sand in it. And I really should store this sand somewhere. Same with the iron. I've got iron right over here. Right? I mean, this is a lot of iron too. It's like almost 8,000. 7,600. But I need to start doing something with that as well. So I think the first thing to do is let's harvest. I want to harvest, don't want to harvest the berries. Let's harvest the bushes, the trees, the stones, and get this area cleared out because I want to expand my little town area. So let's go ahead and bump up the speed to 3x and let this just roll. And while we're doing that, we'll just look at everything else, which is our crop fields are coming along. Weed levels are coming down. Fertility is coming up. In both of our fields are looking pretty good. We haven't even started our third or fourth field yet. We just don't have the total number of people to do that. I mean, I have 13 people as laborers, but honestly, that's barely holding on to what I need it to be. I need a lot more laborers to be able to chop and do stuff and not have to worry about not having jobs being completed. We did, well, as soon as I loaded this up, I did have a message that says the town wants a school. So we can focus on getting a school in. And I think I just moved this over there, this storage cart. Let me move the storage cart to be, I don't know, down here. The school is good for, let me get these services in. Of course, the school is going to cost me money too, right? It's going to cost me 100 gold to make it. And then on top of that, it's going to cost me money to run it. But the school is good for desirability. So I think, I can't put a school in the middle of this, which would be optimal. I can put a school somewhere over here. I think I have a house over here, but I can relocate that house. Because if you look at the radius of the school, you can barely see it. It would really be good over here or something. Like you can see on the top, I'm losing one building. Maybe I can change this road. Let them cut down these trees and so I can see this area. Maybe I can move some stuff over. Maybe I can move the market over just a little bit and the school, put the school in. Or maybe we just don't worry about it because when the market expands, we should be okay. I don't know. I haven't quite decided yet. All right, so predators are sighted. We're being attacked by a bear. Let's get some people on this. Oh, it's a wolf. Let's get some people on this. Good, we got it. That's just more food, which is awesome. Was it a wolf or something? I don't know what it was. It looked like a wolf. Even though it has a bear symbol, it looks like a wolf. We got fire going on, but I think we have enough water laying around. And if not, this is a really good way to evaluate if we have enough water. But I think we do. Okay, we have crops lost to wildlife. We still have a problem with our fence. I thought we fixed this problem with our fence. Isn't there a gate over here? There is a gate over there. Is this just one guy got captured in here? It's just It says carcass. Does that mean it's... Wow, we have a whole field of deer in here. How are they getting in? How did the stinky deer get in here? All right, let's look at the wall management. Let's see what I've got for the wall. Complete and solid wall, gate and everything else. And same down here, right? Yes. Are they were stuck in there to begin with? Is that the problem? Okay, well, we're going to need to deal with this because we're going to lose food to these farm animals. I'm a little shocked about that, to be honest with you. Not that I have to worry too much. I mean, I have plenty of food. Where's my hunter? Let's find my hunter guy. My hunter guy is down here because there's deer down here, right? What if I change my radius for my hunter guy and move him up here? Maybe he gets to start killing off the population in there. I'm going to trust that he's going to do that. I don't know if he's going to do that or not, but I'm trusting that he is going to do that. So, let's see. We're dealing with just normal stuff, right? Loss of food, spoilage, that's normal. Loss of crops to wildlife and stuff, that's also normal. You know, it should be a bonus if wildlife is in there because they should, their poop should fertilize, right? I mean, that should be a thing. You would think that these people, see, they scared them out, right? They're no longer in. Wow, really lost some frame rate there, but okay, hold on. This wall's complete, right? Oh, wait, it's not. It's not. That's how they're getting in. All right, well, let's fix that problem. Yep. That was it. Dang, I didn't see that before. I thought that tree was... part of the fence, or the fence had been complete where that tree was at. Okay, well, that'll fix the problem. So some guys will go over there, they'll chop down this tree, and then we'll get this repaired, and we'll get this built. We'll make it a priority to get it built. It looked kind of weird. That tree looked weird. All right, well, that problem was solved. And this is Farthest Frontier, so welcome. It's pretty standard stuff. I think, look, I got to get rid of this sand pit. I'm going to need the sand. But I don't want it in the middle of where my housing is at. So let's take the hit right now and get the sand pit done. We're going to need to do a wagon shop, and we already have the tier 2 town, but we're going to need a wagon shop, which I believe is under storage. So let's get the wagon shop down. I don't think the wagon shop causes any problems with like durability or anything, or not durability, but desirability. So most games it's R to rotate. So developers, if you're watching, switch the damn thing to R instead of tab. Because what a frustration. So I'm going to put that there. And I could have put it off to the side over here, honestly. But that's okay. Well, I mean, I can move it, I think, later, right? Most of these buildings can be moved. So we can move it later if necessary. We're getting an abundance of wood. We got an abundance of firewood. We've got our fence finally complete. Yes. Yes, they built the fence there. There's the deer. Are they going in to eat my stuff? Negative. Decline, you little turkey head. All right, since those guys are gone, let's change our hunter's location again back to hunting radius down here. And then I don't know why he wants arrows, because we should have an abundance of arrows laying around. Let's go ahead and look at our resources. We have 116 arrows, and our Fletcher's producing pretty well, right? Yeah, he's happy. So this guy just needs to be, yeah, go get out of your cavern or whatever the hell it is and go get it. We still have, what is it, the wolf den down here that we need to contend with. But, you know, other than that, I think we're doing okay. There's plenty of deer down here, too. So if we need meat, we can go do that. We can get meat down there. And these guys are clearing this area out so I can see more. And we still have, I believe we still have plenty of fish in our radius. We still have 634 fish in this lake. Of course, we have those two, you know, shoals of fish sitting there. So that's going to be good. We'll put this on a priority. I don't think they're doing anything else that's, like, critical, but you never know. They are going to change the AI in the game for building priorities, because right now it's kind of whack. Like, they won't repair houses correctly or gather correctly because they think other things are higher priority. But they have fixed, or going to fix that, which is fantastic. How's our compost yard is doing pretty well. Collecting our compost. There goes a guy. And I'd really like to get this iron ore and this sand out of here. But I don't know if I can get the... I mean, the ore is 7,000. That's a lot. That's going to be producing ore for a very long time. And even sand for a very long time. So, I don't know. All right, new year. We've reached our max population. Looking at the radius of our marketplace... Like I said, I do want to get the school in. We really don't have enough money for a school. So you know what we should do first? Let's get the trader built first. I was going to hold off on getting the trader in, but I think, because there's really nothing I can trade for. I don't have an abundance of stuff to trade for. But this seems like a good trading post area. This is also a decent trading post area. I'm kind of... Here I'm surrounded by guard towers, so I think I'm going to put it right here. So we'll get that trading post built. We do have the wagon shop built, so now we should be able to start building our mines and our pits. So if I put this down here in the sand pit, luckily it's not going to give me any bad desirability. So we can get the sand pit going. I think we have enough workers to work it, so... We'll try to get that sand pit going. Taxes have been collected. Need a better revenue. I actually just need more houses. More houses inside of the market radius is going to do me a great good. And I think I want to move... Can we move this up here? I'm going to move this over. And that way I can put the skull in this location. Which is going to be a great desirability for this area. I think I can also probably put like the healer next to it as well. Which would be a great help. So let's go ahead and put down our skull. Rotate this guy around. And then I don't think I want to... I mean, I don't have any clay yet, so let's turn off that. And then also let's put down the healer's house, like I said, which is going to be great for desirability as well. I'm not going to be able to get everybody in the radius for the healer's house. The healer's house is pretty big, but I'll put it right here. And I want to turn off the construction for this as well. We are going to have to start getting clay in. Clay is up over yonder way. So let's get our clay pit. I don't think we have a closer clay pit. Let's just look around really fast. That would be a bad area anyways because of the wolves. There's clay right here, actually. This is a lot closer. So let's go ahead and use this clay pit. I'll just put that right there, and then let's get a road in to the clay pit. That'll help out. What do we have for storage? You know, one of the features that I like on other builder games is that when you hover over the icon, it highlights those specific buildings so that you can see what's going on. I think in this case, like if I put down the storehouse, does it light up the other storehouse? It doesn't. It would be really nice to have the storehouse lit up. I mean, to know it's here, and then we have, what do we have also? We have the stockyard here, which the stockyard is going to hold my sand and all that stuff. It's getting a little bit filled. Probably enough to be able to put down another. I think I'll put down another one. Let's put another stockyard down. Let's put another stockyard down, and let's put another storage down. And stockyard, I'll put it up here by the sand. It's going to eat into a little bit of my housing, but that's all I can do right now until that sand is completely gone. And then I can move that out of the way. And then they're going to have to travel really far to drop off the clay. So let's put a stockyard over here. And for other storage, yeah, we're barely touching storage on this. We've got 265 used of 2,000, and that's nothing, right? The other two are for convenience of not being able to, you know, have to move resources from point A to point B. So I feel good about putting up those stockyards. The storehouse, not so much, right? So we don't have enough money to run this? Is that what we're saying here? Yeah, we don't have enough money to run these guys. Ran out of cash. What we can do is we can increase our population. So we really need to increase our population anyways. We do have enough food to increase our population. So let's look at putting down some houses. Can't put down 3 because that's an invalid placement. I think because of the fishing yard that got in the way. And let's put another row of houses over here. And this road is not extended out at all. So let's extend this road out some. And let's put a bunch more houses up here. Okay, they should still be in the radius. Yep. And I have a little bit of room down here. And I have a little room here. I could put in a road. Let's see, I'll put in a road from point A to point B. And then, what does this give me for rate? Maybe one house here in this little area. Until I can increase the radius of my marketplace. Okay, so that's a lot of houses. That's a lot of increase of people. Hopefully it'll be enough increases for taxes. So we'll get those started to be built. And then they should be built pretty quickly because I think it's just wood, right? It's just wood and laborers, which we have a lot of wood because we just chopped down a lot of stuff. For those of you guys that are playing Farthest Frontier, I mean, what do you think? Let me know what you think. It's a really nice builder game. There's a lot of builder games that are coming out this year. I'm really surprised that this year has had a huge amount of builder games. But Victoria 3 just came out recently, which I don't necessarily know if that's a builder game. It's more of like a civilization type game where you build in a... But, the whole concept is you're building colonies and stuff like that. So they have this. They have what Manor Lord put out a demo, which I'm sure that is far off from early access. I would make the assumption that is probably a year away, 6 months to a year away before you actually see that come out in the early access. I have no idea. I'm just guessing, speculating. But it seems to be early days. Ostriv is still getting some development, but the developer is in Ukraine, so he's not working as much right now because of the problems in Ukraine. But Ostriv was fun. I don't think Ostriv is going to have any attack mechanics, like raiding mechanics or anything like that. But I have they've been working on that game for years. I've had that game for years. I have no idea when that's going to get finished. And let's see, Settlement Survival just released out of early access. It's an interesting game. It's very Banished-like. They even said that it was inspired by Banished, which I appreciate because I'm a big fan of Banished. And It just seems like their production lines and all that are really good. They've got a lot of production lines. Well, that was a weird saving. Let me know what you guys think. You know, if you've got some sort of survival game you're looking at and you're interested in that I'm not aware of quite yet, that I should probably take a peek at and check out. Because survival games are good. They're good stuff. You get usually your money's worth off of a survival game. Unless it's just absolutely horrible, you get your money's worth off of it. I do need to, I mean, I have an abundance of berry bushes. And I think what I should do is, maybe not this episode, but take some time to move and relocate the berry bushes into one area so that I'm gathering all of those berries every year. I really wish you could do the same for hawthorn. I'm not too sure why they don't allow you to move the hawthorn bushes, but I don't know. I guess I need to go look at a hawthorn plant, see what that looks like. All right, we do have, finally am making more money because I put all these houses down. And so I have enough to run all of my lookout towers. My trader is in place. I don't really have anything to trade, to be honest with you. I mean, I do have food, but that's ridiculous to trade. And my clothing is only the clothing that I have right now. There's no additional clothing. We've got some stone, but again, another ridiculous item to trade. I have yet to find anybody that purchases food, like greens, beans, or peas, or any of that stuff that you make. So I really don't have an item to trade right now. And one of the best trading items early on is the pottery. So let's look at, pots. Clay pots. Let's look at that. But I think in order to do that, I'm going to have an enormous more firewood, because they're going to start really burning up firewood. So what is it? I could do a kiln to create charcoal. But then I want to do, where's the pottery shop? The pottery building is right here. Yeah, the pottery is a really good make in the beginning of the game, because that really just helps with producing something that I can sell and make some money. Looks like this is going to be a decent area for it, so let me just put one right here. And we'll get that built eventually. Here comes a trader. Like I said, I'm not going to have anything to trade. Our sawmill, we don't have enough planks yet. We can put a couple more people on the sawmill, since I do have the population for it. Here comes 2 traders coming in. No money and nothing to sell to traders. So let's go ahead and look at what they're looking for, right? They want clothing. They could take stone. I don't know if I want to give up my stone, but I guess early money, I can give up my stone. Maybe I can transfer over 100. Let's transfer over 100. Let's see how fast it can get transferred. I only have one guy working this here. I can put another person in. And then the other trader... Yeah, nothing, right? They want my tools, but that's the only tools that I have. I don't have any clothing. I don't have any honey. I don't have any of that stuff. So let's go ahead and trade. I'll get 700 gold, which will be handy because that's going to help me make several things. Like it'll help me make the school, and it'll help me make the healers. But again, that's going to cost me cash. So I don't know if I'm going to have money for that as well, but we'll see. Probably won't have money to run it on a regular basis. You know, the spoilage of beans that's going to happen. I'm not worried about the spoilage of beans right now, because there's nothing I can do until I can get the preservis done, and that's glass, right? So I'll have the sand being made. And let's see. We can do a second wagon at the wagon shop. That'll help with moving goods around. And I could put that into a different area too. It might be better to put it in here. I'm not too sure. More next to my industrial stuff a little bit more. But right now he's kind of central to where the storage and the stock is located, so. All right, we got, this is almost complete, the sand pit. Let's see if I can trade. Okay, I've got my 100 stone to trade. So let's go ahead and sell my 100 stone. And that's awesome. And I can transfer this gold back to the town. Let's do that. I want to transfer it to the town. The raiders are going to come in and they're going to try to steal stuff. So, okay, I was able to sell that off before they left. They were just about to leave. So, the 700 gold is really nice to have. I can invest it into building these buildings. I don't have enough clay yet. Did we build the clay pit, or are we still working on it? Clay pit is done. Let's look at our total number of people. See, we're down. We're down laborers. And when you're down laborers, man, that's bad news. It's bad news because other stuff doesn't get completed. So we're going to have to wait for more people to be born or more people to immigrate. And then we'll worry about getting that stuff in. Though, you know what? Let me get this started. We'll prioritize this for the money. So drop the money off right away. You know, we should do this for this too. Let's get this in so that the money will be. So we had 6 people immigrate, which is great. So we'll go back to this. And we'll add more people into the clay pit. We'll get clay being produced. And then one of the things that they need to do pots is water. So let's put down a well over here. And that'll help with the pots as well. Funny. And since I used up all my stone, let's have whoever's available gather some stone. I think I had some stone in town, right? Yeah, get that stone in town. Still waiting on the sand pit to be done. All right, money looks like it's been transferred, getting close to being transferred. So we'll get these 2 buildings. We'll just start working on these buildings. We'll get the clay taken care of because that's going to be nice and quick since the pottery is not done. They're going to use up all that clay that I get. And then, like I said, firewood's good. It's just we're waiting on planks. Our wood is looking okay. I can chop down some more trees and some more bushes and stuff like that around this area. I don't want to clear it. I want to get rid of it. So let's get rid of this stuff over here. And that should give me some trees. Get rid of that and that. Okay. I mean, we're doing okay. It's to be expected. This looks like a relatively decent start to the village. I am going to have to make some changes, right? There's no way that you can build your village early game and then not have it be the same looking at the end of the game. You know, as you start building up your town, you're going to need to like reorganize some buildings or move some buildings along to make room for, you know, parks and decorative items so that you can get the desirability up in your housing area. Anywhere that's around a market, you need to get that up. And so we'll do that later. I'm not going to have a major concern for it right now. We got the well done. Almost got the pottery done. Very close to getting pottery done. I believe they're trying to make the wagon, right? The second wagon? Waiting for tasks, building wagons. Okay, so they're working on building the wagons. 3 more people immigrated, which is nice. Going into a new year. Let's look at our fields. Weed levels going down. Fertility is, you know, coming up really slowly. Not much I can do with that. Really not much I can do with that. I need to change the soil, though. Am I getting sand in right now? They're doing sand, right? No, we're still waiting on the sand pit to be built. I need that sand pit completed. Get some people priority. And how many people do I have? Yeah, 10 people being laborers. We'll try to get that sand pit built, and then what I can do is I can change that field. Again, we have another trader coming in. Nothing I can trade. There's nothing I can trade. There's nothing I can buy. Would really like to buy the fish, but you know, since it's a nice low price, nothing I can do about that. Heavy tools, expensive. There's a building that's on fire. Let's see where that's at. Do I have a well? Pretty close. I should probably put another well in here. Like, I think I have room over here for a well. Let's put in a well. Oh, yeah, it's a good water area, too. Let's put in a well right here. And that way we'll have a well. Oh, we have a well right there. We don't need to double up on the wells. Let's get rid of this one, then. Gotta have your wells around. Otherwise, you're just asking for a fire to completely knock you out. Okay. We have nobody to take over this school, so we're hoping for some sort of immigration where a person will come in that's educated, because that's the only person that can teach in a school. And that was the guy that was taking up all my planks, by the way. Another traveler has arrived. I don't even know why I'm looking. I mean, I have 500 gold, but I have no idea why I'm looking. What's this second trader have? Right, he buys pots for 15. Wow. That would have been great to get that sold to him. Too bad. He's selling cows too, but I don't have that technology unlocked yet. All right, well, that is it for me and this episode. We're moving along. We're getting down buildings. We have a long way to go before we get this production chain complete. And, you know, eventually here we're going to have some sort of raiders come and attack. I'm trying to get to the point where... Okay, we can finally start... The pottery's being made. We can start making pots. Sand is done too. How many extra people do I have? 8 only, so I'm in pretty bad shape for people. But I've got 18 slots available for people to come in and live. Again, this is pretty typical. And I'm looking pretty solid right now. I'm just going to have to continue to keep building out my food and making sure I have enough food for all my new villagers. But other than that, we're looking pretty strong. I want to appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you so much. If you like this video, hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Would love to have you in the community. If you want to follow me on any of my social media, you can find the links in the description below. And make sure to hit that notification bell. That way you know when I go live and when I post new videos. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.